Hi, I'm your Kuro Boy, and this is Hellhound. I want to talk about Warped Tour. There's some stuff that I want certain groups of people to know. First, I want to bring up why I'm making this video. So, in the service dog community, there's been a lot going on. People have lost dogs, stuff has been crazy, and recently people have started seriously attacking one another. And I'm not making this video to... I'm not explaining because I'm trying to avoid being attacked. I'm explaining because I want people to know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and that I'm not asking permission. This is explaining what I'm going to do at Warped Tour with Mercy, why I'm going to do it, and who I want to know about it. So I guess let's get started. So at Warped Tour, Mercy is going to be on duty almost the entire time, which is a very long day. I'm going to get in just a little bit before 11 because of ADA stuff. I get to get in a little bit early. She's going to be working. However, I want to make sure she has fun, because this is a very fun event to me, and while I wouldn't be able to go without her, and she is a service dog, and she is going as a service dog, that doesn't mean that she has to spend the entire possibly 9 hours I'm there constantly working. I wouldn't want her to. This is such a fun event, and I want to have fun with it, and I want her to have fun with it. I want this to be special for both of us. So, yes, she's going to be working. She's not going to be working the whole time. She will work when I need her to, and if I want her to, she can be off duty, because she's a dog too, and because that's my choice. I want her to be able to have fun. So, there's a very large grassy field. I plan on not letting her run off leash, but I do plan on running with her in that field, probably during one of the shows that goes on, just because that's fun. Mercy actually, as a dog, likes music. If I turn on a speaker, she goes and lays down next to it. She makes sad faces and whines at me if I don't sing to her at night, and she gets really excited when we go out to shows. So she likes music, so I'm going to let her have fun with it. And I'm going to do this because I trust in her ability to refocus when I ask her to, and I trust in my own judgment on when I need her to work. So that's that. What that's going to look like is she will be working, actively tasking when we're moving from place to place. When I'm watching a show, anytime I am standing up, she is probably going to be working. But she's going to be allowed to greet people when I give her a release command, and I'm going to do that a lot more than usual. So, on a typical day, I don't let people pet her at all when she's working. Even kids. I know a lot of times some people will let kids pet their service dog if the kid asks politely, and they'll use it as a teaching moment. I don't do that typically. At Warped Tour, I am probably going to let people pet her. I am actually going to take her to certain people to meet them. Like, if I do nothing else on Warped Tour, I want Chris Franzak to meet my dog. And I really want a picture of them together, so yeah. So I'm probably gonna take her to some to see some band signings, if there's a meet and greet that we get into, I'm probably gonna take her, probably gonna let band members pet her. Probably going to, if we're relaxed and sitting down and taking a break, probably gonna let strangers pet her too. And it'll be at my discretion, but it's still something I'm probably going to do. And I wouldn't typically do it, because I trust my dog, I trust myself, and I want to have fun. Now, another thing that I'm going to be doing at Warped Tour is Warped Tour has a bunch of nonprofits and charities and a bunch of other things going on. And they've got tents up and a bunch of stuff. And I'm probably going to take her to some of, the mental health advocacy places or like the charities, and I'm going to talk to them about her if they want to listen. I'm gonna bring her, gonna let her say hi to people at those places and explain what she does for me and what I know other service dogs do for other people and how they can help. Because I think it's a brilliant thing to share. I think everyone, whenever they have the appropriate opportunity, should share. And I know a lot of places, a lot of these tents on Warped Tour actually have places where they ask for people to share their stories. And Mercy is such a huge part of my story. I don't see how I couldn't share. And I want to give a good impression, but also I'm going to educate. I'm going to say you can't just go up to service dogs. I'm choosing to let her go see people. And I don't normally do that. But I do want to take the positive opportunity to educate. And again, I want to have fun. And I want to do all of this without getting bogged down in details, and I want to be loose and free and not my normal, strict, how I handle my dog self. And just in general, like a big PSA for me and Mercy. Even though I know probably not a lot of people are going to see this, especially not a lot of people who are actually going to be at Warped Tour, but for us in general, if I am standing up and moving, or even if I'm standing up and touching Mercy, don't come talk to me. If I am moving from one place to another, if I am actively walking somewhere, don't come talk to me. If I am talking to someone else, don't come talk to me. If I'm looking at something, if I'm in a booth or a tent and I'm looking for something specifically, or I'm trying to write or anything like that, don't come talk to me. If I'm watching a band perform, don't come talk to me. If I'm sitting down and doing nothing, there's not a band in close proximity, if I'm at like a picnic table, if I'm eating, sure, come talk to me, strike up a conversation. I actually like talking to people at Warped. It's one of the few places I really like meeting people. So if I'm aimless and I don't seem like I've got a purpose, sure, come talk to me. Understand that it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to engage in conversation, but you're welcome to approach. And I guess I want to finish this up by saying, again, this isn't an apology. I'm not asking permission. I love creative criticism. If you think I could be or should be doing something differently, let me know. I'll definitely take it into consideration. Just remember, be polite, and understand that I do not have to agree with you. And there's a good chance I won't. So, I'm open for suggestions. I like constructive criticism. I also really like praise, so if you think I'm doing something right, yes, let me know, please. I love reassurance. But above all else, at Warped Tour, this is a very fun event that I get to go to once a year, and I wouldn't be able to go without Mercy. And because it's so fun for me, and she is letting me have that experience just by virtue of her work, because I might have trained her, but it's teamwork. She had to be willing to be trained. She has to want to work to do it, and she does. And that is completely on her. And because she is willing to work for me, I am able to go to this event that I love. And I want her to have fun too. So, more than anything else, we're going to Warped Tour to have fun. I couldn't go without her. She wouldn't go without me. So we're gonna have fun together in whatever respectable ways I see fit. So I guess to sum it up, fellow handlers, understand that while Mercy is coming with me to work, and she is seriously going to be working, I wouldn't be able to go without her. I'm going to let her have fun. I'm going to ask her to have fun at certain points during the day, because I trust in her ability to refocus, and I trust in my ability to recognize when she's getting too out of it or too spacey or having too much fun. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently than I normally would. This isn't my everyday conduct for Mercy. For fans on Warped Tour, or anyone on Warped Tour, charities, anything like that, who I know won't watch this video, but just my general message for them is, I want to educate. And this is one of the places I feel safe doing it. So I am probably going to approach you with my dog and tell you about her if you're willing to hear it. And I am probably going to allow you to pet her, but that does not mean that you should automatically assume you can pet every service dog. And for members of the general public, who probably also will not watch this video, if I look like I'm doing something, actively engaged in conversation with another person, standing up, if I'm on my phone, if I'm walking from one place to another, writing something down, if I'm signing for something, or if I'm queued up in a line, don't talk to me. And don't ask about my dog, especially if I have a hand directly on the dog. Don't talk to us. She's doing something for me, or I am using her for something. And I think that's about it. Thank you. Good night.